Burgess continues our team coverage with a look at why some say the uncertainty is costing people jobs.
Well, it's a big word with some big consequences, and we've been telling you for months about the impact sequestration could have on Wright-Patterson Air Force Base and the companies who do business with it. Many thought by now they'd be on the other side of the fiscal cliff. Instead, they're still hanging over it.
Normally, this fence wouldn't be much of an obstacle for a company like Peerless Technologies, except that it becomes a bigger barrier when the government is sitting on it.
We just need for Washington to allow us to do what we do best, and that is create jobs.
You see, Peerless Technologies owns the land on the other side of this fence from its Fairborn headquarters. It would like to build on the property and add more employees to the 270 it already has. But as a contractor that does 85% of its business with the Defense Department and Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, the potential for major cuts through sequestration has left expansion plans as chilled as the snow covering the ground here.
An environment of uncertainty like this is just not conducive to making large investments in facilities and technology and infrastructure, or in adding new overhead employees.
Peerless isn't alone in worrying about what's next. Sequestration includes $500 billion in defense cuts, which were supposed to take effect at the start of the year because Congress and the president couldn't reach a compromise on previous budget cuts. Rather than solve the sequestration issue, the fiscal cliff deal only delayed it 2 months.
By moving it out, just keeps it hanging over the heads of businesses.
Deborah Gross with Dayton Defense thinks something will be done to eventually stave off sequestration. But until that happens, defense contractors can't help but feel fenced in.
I just know that across the board that companies are frustrated.
And even if sequestration is avoided, contractors tell me they still expect cuts of some kind, but just what kind of impact they have on Wright-Pat, well, no one is quite sure at this point. Reporting live, Jordan Burgess, 2 News.